Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Brian and Bianca.
And me.
And Atlas and Ayla. Say hi, guys.
Hi.
So what are we doing on this episode? We're doing a dry run. A dry run. It's Labor Day weekend. And I'm excited because, you know, I'm getting the Gladiator all sussed out. We have the RV, of course. Sometimes the RV is just a lot to do when you have a limited amount of time. And so we're really getting the Jeeps kitted out so that if I come home on a Friday late in the afternoon, we can go, let's go. Jump in the Jeep.
Well, and it opens up to, we like to hike and just be outdoors. So it might open up some new locations that we could try.
Places you can't take the RV.
Still be comfortable with having it all geared up to where you're
comfortable. Not
completely roughing it on a foam mat.
So what are we doing? We are doing a dry run. We're actually going right now. And we purposely did not take everything we need because we're only going about 20 to 30 minutes from our home. We're going to go up in the Spring Mountains, maybe a little further, but up in the Spring Mountains here near Las Vegas, someplace with a little altitude so it's a little cooler. And we are going to set up our tent, which is a ground tent right now. We've got a rooftop tent coming, but we've got our ground tent. And we're going to set it up and get everything sussed out. And we are going to make a checklist of all the things that we need to bring for our comfort.
So that is, dry run, and the kiddos, the two little adventurers are with us because they love anything to do outdoors.
So we are going to go find our camp spot. We're going to go find our camp spot, get the tent set up, sit down, take a inventory of what we have not, and then come back home, get the other stuff, and figure out a whole organization scheme as well. So
we'll update you when we find our spot.
Let's go find our spot.
Be careful because you can tell by the rocks in the drop that when it rains there's going to be a rushing river, right? So since Karis has a driving license, she can just drive by herself.
Yep.
Like with no. Mom, maybe
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's it.
You want to go there?
Dad,
Yeah.
what's your favorite book?
My favorite book?
Yeah.
The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Mine is All My Friends Are Dead.
That's a good book too.
It's funny too, right?
Yeah, it is.
It's hilarious. Is there a book about tools?
Oh yeah, we found a cool spot. Look at this.
Where is Mom?
Mom found the best spot. Look at this. Oh yeah.
But where is she?
This is it. All right, so here's our spot. Look what we found. And I'm telling you, the only way you're getting here is with a four-wheel drive. So we got our basic stuff. We're gonna look around now and figure out where we want to set the tent up. It's got a little bit of a slope to it, but actually probably the best place is gonna be right where the Jeep is.
Or here.
Or over here. This looks pretty good, actually.
I like it because we can use the Jeeps to protect, us from
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is nice. Look at this view out here, though. It's just beautiful countryside. This is the Spring Mountain Range in Las Vegas. And it's usually really, really hot. Right now it's about 88 degrees out here. Now you can see right over here there's a couple other people camping and they got one of those cool reflective things. We'll probably meet them later if we go on a hike. And it's just nice. Just beautiful out here. So we're gonna get our tent set up and go from there. For this dry run camping trip, Bianca and I headed up to the Spring Mountain Range. The Spring Mountains are a mountain range of southern Nevada, running generally northwest to southeast along the west side of Las Vegas and south to the border with California. Most of the land in the mountains is owned by the United States Forest Service and the Bureau of Land Management, and on much of the land, dispersed camping is allowed for up to 14 days. To get to our spot, we took State Road 160 from Vegas to Level Canyon Road, a little used but paved road that runs north from the highway into the wild backcountry of Red Rock Canyon National Conservation Area. Many Jeep enthusiasts will know this is the way to the Rocky Gap Trail, featured on Jeep's Badge of Honor app. Rocky Gap is just one of the many trails you'll find out here, and heading east will take you over the mountains into Red Rock Canyon in Las Vegas, while heading west will take you to the small town of Pahrump. For a ground tent, we have a Crua Duo Max that sleeps up to 5 and has an insulated liner to help keep temperatures comfortable at night when it gets a little colder. And this was the first time we had set up the tent and we realized we'd forgotten to bring a hammer for the stakes. When I went back to the house, I grabbed one to put in the tent bag so that we'd have it for the next time. Once the tent was set up, it was time to head back and get the rest of our gear. On the way back, Atlas and I stopped off at Walmart to pick up just a few more things. Sleepy, buddy? You look like you're sleepy. We came back home so we could get the rest of our stuff. Now we're back here and we're gonna get our sleeping bags, our food, our other little stuff that we forgot about, some clothes for the kiddos. And then we're gonna head back to the campsite and chill. So now Atlas and I are on our way back. Bianca's already at the campsite getting some stuff set up. I had to run to Walmart. Got a couple things. Like I said, tonight we're gonna be doing our list.
Daddy, you want to affect my 1,000 stuff?
1,000 stuff we got. Lots of stuff at Walmart. Quite a bit actually.
And some donuts.
And some donuts. So one of our complications is because it's so hot outside, the chance of fire is ridiculously high. And so open fires are not allowed. We do have a propane stove, but it's in the RV. I don't want to buy another one, so we tried to plan our dinner and our breakfast on stuff that we don't have to cook. So I got some donuts for me and the kids, right? Anyways, so we'll be making our lists, and hopefully packing things up again tomorrow in a fashion that makes it easy and organized the next time we do this. Anyways. We're on our way back to the campsite. All right, so we're almost...
No, we're not.
No, we're not even close. We got some stuff set up. We got one of the hammocks over here. We got a little food
I'm gonna move
table.
the other hammock by the front. I'm gonna put both hammocks by the front door.
Okay, we're gonna put our pop-up tent here soon.
And he's gonna clean
Bought
the
this
back.
string of lights, and we have our little fridge in the back of the truck. Everything's a mess. We'll get it organized. But what's really impressive is you can see right now we're at 100% on the Jackery. I don't know if you can see that. It is at 100%, which is awesome because we've been out here for about 2 hours,
Oh, yes.
2.5, and it's cooling our stuff. I put the solar panels on the top of my truck, right on the very top.
I have been here since 3:30. At that point, I plugged my Jackery, the fridge, into the Jackery. We have these lights going. We have a bunch of batteries charging, and we are at 100% still because we solar charged until
With
the
the
sun
fridge
went down.
on there.
Yeah, the fridge, sorry, the fridge, the lights, the batteries charging. Tomorrow morning is a real test.
Coffee pot.
Coffee pot. If we can have a fresh cup of coffee, I may never go home. Check out our setup, it's so cute.
It's cool, huh?
And this is the only road in and out of our spot. So
We got what, 3-4 people?
3, 4, and they turn around once they see us. And so, right, so far, yeah. So are those people way over there? In the Jeep?
Oh yeah, there's a Jeep right There.
Warm coffee?
Show me. Ta-da!
It's kind of a mess right now, but we set it for 5. The Jackery is at 44%. We're losing a little. It's pulling 2 watts. We're getting 1 watt in though, because the sun.
It's not even like sunny outside. They're not even pointed east, but they're actually working somewhat,
Yeah.
which is cool.
It's flipping between 0 and 1. I slept in the hammock last night, the blue. Brian, the green,
Yep.
most of the night, and the kids in the tent, which I think they were probably the warmest of us all.
What did we learn about the hammocks?
I slept in the hammock all night, but there's definitely, because the Mach 1's a little bit shorter, there's some weird pressure points. If you lay flat on your back, which I like to, your feet go up a little. And then my knees were a little bit sore. It got chilly last night, and so I curled up in a little ball. I had my hat on. I don't have a sweater on, but I had my hat on, and I stayed under the blanket, and I was fine. I just don't know if I would. Maybe I'll try the green one because Brian's is a little bit lower. Maybe it'll be more comfortable, but I don't think. No. He's saying no behind the camera.
And also the crew, man, it was nice and cozy in there.
Oh yeah, so the kids were in the crew, and they had the big Agnes sleep system. They were probably sweating. My son took his pajama off and was just in underwears and was fine. But it's a little bit of an angle, and so I don't want to sleep in there only because we're all gonna kind of slide into one big lump at the side. So good night.
Cool. We made coffee and we got plenty of power.
44%.
Camping success. There's a tiger.
Hi. We're gonna go see the sunrise on the other part of the mountain.
Let's go.
Woo! Exploring to the place we never saw before,
Shotgun
the
shells.
other side.
Yeah.
Hey guys, we went to the top and then we saw this beautiful sight. And look how beautiful it is. You can just see a strike of sunlight. Wait, but do you see that shiny thing over there? It's like shining. Do you see it? It's like near the mountains.
Uh-huh.
See it?
Okay, come on.
Dad, there is actually a stream.
You have fun?
Well, more tiring than fun though, but
Yeah, but what about the amazing views?
yeah, there wasn't much, but I like it.
Top of the hill, we got to see everything.
9,700 degrees in my head. Mom, you should aim that because we saw the view.
Okay. So this is our follow-up to our
What did we learn from our dry run video?
dry run. Camping / overlanding / whatever.
All right. No matter how prepared you are, you're gonna forget something. That's what we learned. We learned maybe checklists. I don't know. I'm kind of a list person, but I think actually having a list or marked bins or something, because we forgot stuff.
I found a cool checklist on REI. We were gonna make our own checklist, but we forgot to. If we had a checklist that said make checklist, that would have been helpful. Anyways, I found a really cool one on REI that I'll put a link to in the description, just because I think it's helpful, and it had a lot of good stuff on it.
Yeah, we forgot. The things we forgot weren't like, oh my gosh, but there was some stuff we forgot. If we were going to be out there for more than just the one night, we didn't prepare very well. We've learned since then our bins. Now we've got bins of certain things. It's like we can grab this bin, which has the certain stuff in it, but
Organization is key.
yeah, knowing what to pack, especially like food-wise, I think that was a big deal because you don't want to live off snacks. So we really want to bring the right stuff. We since found I found a company that does some dehydrated food that was really good on the healthier side. It's a bit expensive, but for that kind of stuff to save just a bunch of room, I don't want to just eat, you know, food snacks and bars the whole time we're out and about.
I think meal planning is key to have actually something decent to eat instead of just chips and garbage.
Yeah, learning how to do one-pot dinners that are, for us, a little bit healthier, or like chili or
beans and franks.
Yeah, there's things that we can make that are easy.
We should do like a whole list of camping menus.
Yeah, we should. You can do a lot with one pot for sure.
For me, I think the organization is key. I have a saying, one is none. Also, everything has a home, and like with like, if you don't know where it goes, put it with other stuff like it so that you can find it later. That is key. Like we lost our stawns. I don't know where the hell we put our stawns.
Maybe they're in a bin,
air down thing
somewhere.
Maybe. Who knows?
I think, yeah, the dry run worked really well, and I actually had a lot of fun. The sleeping arrangement, I think we need to think a little bit more, because we slept in the hammock, which they were nice, but my back hurt a little bit. I don't think they were designed for long sleeping nights.
And we discovered a lot of stuff too. Like, we figured we're gonna go and get some of the little foam pads that you put under like workout equipment and stuff. It's like $15 from Walmart. But if you put that in the bottom of the tent, it's just a small layer of foam cushion, but it's so much more comfortable.
Yeah, the rocks and the little things that you miss when you're kind of cleaning your next run.
The Jackery worked great.
The Jackery worked great. I was able to have coffee. I preset my coffee. Now I can off-road, be out in the boondocks of anything, but having coffee made for me when I woke up was probably the highlight of the trip.
And me.
So the Jackery and the fridge combo, amazing. The food we were able to bring because we had the fridge, amazing. We forgot stupid stuff like plates, silverware, and stuff like that. It's a goofy forget, but you know, the next morning I'm like, all right, let's make. Let's not have this, you know. So I didn't have bowls, and I think I brought like 4 cups, which was good. We had cups, but we since then have a little camping set for dry camping or for boondocking and stuff. But, you know what I mean?
Yep. Overall, highly recommend if you have the chance to do a dry run someplace close to your house. Yeah. Maybe even in the backyard, whatever. Pretend that you're out in the middle of nowhere.
Don't do backyard because it's too easy to go inside and grab what you forgot, and then you go out on a real trip and you're like, oh, the house isn't right here. So go far enough away that if you forgot something, you can't just jump over and grab. Write stuff down on your trip. I think that was a big thing. Just knowing the things that we messed up on. It was overall, I would say, 99% amazing. It was just the little things we forgot.
Yep. Don't forget toilet paper.
We brought toilet paper. What we forgot, just a heads up, was we have a little camping toilet setup that we actually keep in the Gladiator because we have kids. They always have to go potty. But we forgot the outer tent for it. We have a little tent that we set it up for, which wasn't so bad. But
cheap little pop-up tent.
If you really have to go like number 2 and you don't have any privacy, and it can be difficult because
not for me.
Happen in the woods. Yeah, but for me it was just kind of like very exposed or out there next to a tree kind of situation.
That was actually kind of funny.
It was like
I'm like, hey.
Yeah, I'm like by this tree in our little potty setup, and nobody else could see it. That I guess if somebody had binoculars, you could see our campsite. But things like that are always nice. But overall, comfort-wise, the kids had a great time. They were comfortable. We had our food. We had music. We had everything. I don't know if but I like to camp away from the road or away from anyone else. I don't like people enough to be anywhere near them when it comes to camping. So yeah, we had a great, overall, really great trip.
Yep, it was a good time. Thanks for watching. If you like the content of this channel, don't forget to like and subscribe. We're on our way to 1,000.
Yep, almost there.
Thanks.